What up? What up? Let's see if we get anybody in. Been a long time since I streamed on my own. I miss Off the Wall. I miss Hot Take Hockey doing their regular thing. So I figured I would do a little Leafs and Sabres action. We got 0-0-11 to go in the first. So let me see if I can put up another banner for that. Came prepared. See super high speed there with the graphics. I am going to go to the live guide and go to the Sabres broadcast because they are probably a little bit faster. And let's Twitter it. Side of the ice and sent right back towards Giordano here in the near circle. Good lead in by Kyle Bozo. The puck goes down to the corner. And that takes a deflection off of Bozo. Up over the glass. Not a play. They're doing what they want here. They're right on top of the Leafs every time they get the puck. Hey, we got somebody in. Hey, drop a comment. I might have people on. Hey, Logan, what's up, buddy? Hey, guess what, man? I am I'm going to be in Tampa Bay for 2 of the playoff games. I'm going down there with a buddy. I already bought my tickets. So I will be in Tampa. So got one of my mods. I think you're one of my mods. I'm going to just share this real quick on Twitter, Logan. I wasn't ready. I just decided to do it. I was like, hey, I haven't done this in forever, and nobody's doing it anymore, man. They're not doing they've all grown up. I think it's Let's Go Buffalo. What's wrong with me? Give me some feedback too, Logan. If you can hear the game audio a little too much or whatever, just let me know. Just trying something new out. So. All right. So what you been up to, buddy? We're at a commercial break. I'm going to keep this on. All right. Yeah, let me know if the banner's a little distracting. Oh, no, let's see. Redid the studio. I put up some Leaf jerseys for this. Little slice nice and clean. Got the boys in here. New Leafs hat just to add to the collection of millions of hats. So we're back from break. Leafs have had a couple good scoring opportunities. McCabe looks nice, man. He looks good. That's a good pickup for the Leafs. I've liked their additions. I thought if they could get Gavrikov and Korpisalo, they would have I think they'd be the team to beat. Just to have that extra goalie
because the Murray thing is so up in the air, but we'll see. So we've got, 41-year-old Craig Anderson, who wears his jersey number, is flopping around. A couple good scoring chances for the Leafs. I don't do play-by-play, really, but a great shot by John Tavares in the right in the high slot. Taken out of the zone by Buffalo. Jack Quinn, he dumps it in. It's recovered by Timothy Liljegren. Liljegren chips it to Bunting. Bunting to... but it was a turnover. 77, JJ Peterka gets a really nice scoring chance for Let's Go Buffalo. Buffalo looks nice, man. It just feels like they're one or two players away from being a really good team. Yeah, we'll see. See if we get anybody in besides my main man, Logan. Thanks for coming in, Logan. I look forward to going to Tampa. I've never been there, so it's going to be a good time. Picked up by Alex Tuck and a turnover in the neutral zone. He chips it, but then it's turned right back over by, I think, Mitch Marner. Nope, sorry, Mitch Marner's the one in the O-zone with the puck. That might have been Bunting there. Austin Matthews works it along the blue line, cycles it back down to Alex Kerfoot. Looks like Kerfoot's playing in the top line. And Dahlin checks Matthews a little bit after the play. But a nice little shot by McCabe, but it's blocked by Buffalo. Gets away, and Jeff Skinner's going to chip it in. It's going to be played. They're playing Murray again, consecutive starts for the Leafs. Yeah, so I'm going to do the whole game. And I might do another game. We'll see. We'll see what else is up. I didn't advertise for this at all, so I don't care if anybody comes. I'm just going to practice and do this because I think I'm going to be doing it. We got, Avalanche, man. What's up? They're up 3-0. Nichushkin, O'Connor, and Byram all with points. 3-0, and they're on the power play against Montreal. There's only one other game, actually. It's the Kraken and the Stars. So that should be a good game, actually. That's a back-to-back for them. So, and I know Seattle just lost a heartbreaker to them. Nice shot on goal by Buffalo, but it's blocked, I think, by TJ Brody. Lafferty, boy, I've been really impressed with Lafferty, Leafs land. Like, he has looked really good. Lots of speed. Looks really good. Nice, good save from on a shot from Owen Power. I think a Toronto area kid, if I'm not mistaken, from his draft pile. That looks like that puck was hit with a high stick, but they keep going. Ilya Lyubushkin, Leaf last year, now with Buffalo. I'm going to pull up their roster because I do not know all their players. So still 0-0, about 6:30 left in the first. Let's see if this is probably the way. Little liquid death, hydration. Hey, Logan, can you hear me all right? Am I sounding good? I didn't do a test. I think it was working pretty good. So, wow, Craig Anderson way out on the net on that one. Let's see. Yeah, this doesn't really give me their numbers, but whatever. I'll figure it out. So Buffalo cycles it out, back turned over to Toronto, back. This has been kind of a back and forth. There's been like scoring chance after scoring chance, but a lot of blocks. Leafs block a lot of shots. They're excellent at blocking shots. Fun to see. Marner makes a good move. Wow. What a pass to Matthews. I do not know what Craig Anderson was doing there. He did like a Dominic Hasek, like, and he saved it. That's so crazy. So, no, I see Rick retweeted. Maybe get Rick in here. No thanks. I don't need it because I already got a thing. Let me go to NHL.com. That might be the. Yep, that's all right there, buddy. You go to NHL.com. We're on a commercial break, so nothing's happening. Still 0-0. About 6 minutes left in the first. Buffalo and Toronto. I want to start doing some interviews on here. Get some real good hockey people, like Mr. Hot Take Hockey. Maybe we could get Perlo Wisdom. Talk about some gambling. Yeah. Let's see if we can get it. Still at commercial break, guys. Okay, so let's go to the scores. I want to see if this gives a better breakdown of like the roster. Game Center. Yeah, Marner looks good. Hey, what's up, Rick? Yeah, I saw that. Thank you very much, Rick, for retweeting that. I appreciate it. I felt like there was a void missing in my life lately, and it's been that I haven't been able to talk to my buddies on the internet, and I've been a little bit sad about it. So I'm like, let me, this is nice. I like this. Okay, perfect. This tells me who's on the ice. This is super helpful. Okay, hey, John. Hey, John, if you'd like to pop on, I'll drop the link in the chat. Anybody can, actually. I'm just doing a little bit of LEAFS Sabres. I thought it'd be fun, and we've clicked the link if you want to come in and chat for a bit. I just thought I threw up the jerseys. I got the Darlene and the Matthews, and then the Doug Gilmore, and then my newest LEAFS hat. So just doing a little Leafies, and I thought it was really cool, by the way, that I don't know what was going on with the PA system at Rogers Center there in Toronto, but like the fans saying that they didn't sound that enthusiastic, but they sang the national anthem for America, which was pretty cool. I mean, I know we're not the best of friends, but we should be good friends, right? I mean, I love my Canadian friends, man. I probably have more Canadian friends than I have American friends. So, but anyway, great to see you guys. Just leave a like, drop. Just getting a little Leafs Buffalo. I'm not great at the play-by-play, guys. So David Kampf got a nice little breakaway here, though, and he chips it back to. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to remember. I think 23 is. Oh, I'm sorry. It was McCabe. My bad. I knew McCabe. McCabe has looked good for the Leafs. I've been really impressed. What I'll notice about this game real quick, and I don't know what your guys' thoughts are if you're able to watch, Rick or Logan or John, is there hasn't been a ton of sustained offensive pressure by either team. It's back and forth. The Leafs have probably had the better of the scoring opportunities, but Buffalo's had some shots. It feels like it's been very much one and done. Yeah, that was a nice steal by Jason Jost right off McCabe's stick. Middlestat got a great high danger scoring opportunity in the low slot. And John's favorite hockey player, Justin Hall, is right there. Honestly, I wouldn't have put that on Hall, though. That was definitely McCabe losing it. And Kampf had a nice little play, but he kind of lost it on the breakaway. And then McCabe got the puck on his stick, but okay. Yep. I appreciate that. Thank you. You got somebody in the Twitch. Yeah, for sure. Thank you, Stereo. I'll just say, thank you, John. That's awesome, man. I really appreciate it. You have a lot more followers on Twitter than I do. If I'd have kept my original Twitter account, I had close to 10,000, but I did a little digital detox and I came back as the persona, and I'd rather just talk about hockey and stay away from politics and all that divisive stuff. So I really just keep it pretty much to those things. Yeah, I don't know. I missed it there, guys. I wasn't paying attention, but they did a neutral zone face or center ice face off for some reason. So Joe Mama, Twitter's for the birds. Thank you, Joe Mama. I appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, I like it for like, I just follow what I enjoy following, and that just makes it a lot easier. Yes, buddy, you've seen that Gilmore jersey before, though. That, and then of course I got the AM34 up there for you. I'd like to get a one of those Bieber ones, and I'd also, yes, that Sabres jersey is fire. You would have seen that if I'd have made an appearance on trade deadline day, but I know it was kind of a crazy day because it was very slow in the morning, and then it sort of picked up towards the end there. But lots of trades the whole season. I heard today Chicago made 12 or something, I think Sportsnet was saying before. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, 302 left. There's Dylan Cousins. I adopt him as Alaskan because he's so close to Alaska. He grew up in Northwest Territories. I guess there's another kid. His name escapes me from that area that's supposed to be like the next Bedard. So we're already looking at the next Bedard before Bedard comes in. His name will come to me. Okay, so yeah, a little blue line face-off. Leafs win. There's Morgan Riley. Morgan Riley is an enigma to me. I can't figure him out. He's a great skater, and I don't really have anything else to say. So yeah, I'm going to try to do this a little bit more often, a couple of streams a week maybe, and then I'd like to get in an interview with the hockey guy. Oh, Pozo took a penalty. So it looks like the Leafs are going on power play. They called the high stick. He hit Marner in the face. By the way, I want to advocate. Doug Gilmour won the Selke. Doug Gilmour is my favorite player of all time. I like him and Ovechkin quite a bit. Different players, obviously. Thanks, Rick. I appreciate it, man. It's really cool. I love those old goat head jerseys. I used to have a Gilmour goat head jersey, actually, which would have been cool. I would have put but I donated it to Scotty Gomez Foundation. So, but I got to say, I like Marner for the Selke. Just that play he made against Edmonton on Saturday night. I saw the highlights because I couldn't watch the game. So, Morgan Riley has good taste in shoes, Joe Mama says. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't follow Morgan Riley's personal life a whole lot. So, but that I don't doubt it. I'm sure a lot of those guys have a good shoe game. I got a couple AJ ones. That's the extent of my shoe game. For those that know me, I live in Alaska, so shoe game about 8 months out of the year is about pointless anyway. So I'm sure it's not that much worse in Toronto, where you guys get pretty good weather and little dump in. I'm gonna drop. Hey Rick, if you let me know, I'm gonna just give you a little bit of the audio. I've got the Sabres broadcast, but if it interferes or you hear it, it sounds weird, just let me know. I'll turn it off. But I'm not used to doing play-by-play, and I'm good. I know the players' names. I just John and at Hot Take Hockey and John Duncan at Off the Wall Hockey, who I know he's retired his channel, but those guys make it look easy, and it's very much not easy. It's very difficult. And so, this is like the perfect number, getting 3 or 4 people in the chat and talking here. So, yeah. Are the Leafs doing 5 forwards there? What are you doing there, Kerfoot? You should take the shot. Kerfoot in the high slot doesn't shoot the puck there. Snowshoes for me. Yeah, Rick. This winter we've had a lot of snow too. So I wear what they call ice bugs pretty regular. They're like the best boots you can buy for Alaska because they have little like spikes on the bottom of them, and they just allows you, if you hit like slick stuff, you're not slipping and busting your butt or whatever. So about 40 seconds left to go. Still 0-0, obviously. Yeah, looking good. If the broadcasters start chirping the Leafs. Yeah, I got it on the MSG feed. Just oddly, I have the ESPN Plus here. The whatever ESPN's relationship with MSG, they do not show any pregame or postgame. It's over like that. They will show the pregame for Sportsnet, but no postgame. You'll hear my dogs probably. But yeah, real interesting. I don't know, man. It's kind of an odd thing. But for whatever reason, MSG, no pregame, no postgame. So I'm going to mute it anyway because it's going to a break. 0-0. Leafs had some pretty good chances on the shot. Pretty nice shot by Willie Nylander. Boy, has he been good. But really not. Gergensen kind of got away with a little bit of a cross-check there too. But the refs aren't probably going to put the Buffalo on a 5-on-3 unless it's completely egregious. Yeah, Rick, it's really been – Toronto's had some really good shots. I'll say this about Buffalo. They just are not keeping the puck in the zone. Like the Leafs have just get it out so quick. And I know that's part of that. That's part of that new kind of get the puck out of the zone as quick as possible, get it up the ice, go, go, go. That's really the modern hockey now. The Leafs are good at it, man. I'll tell you, I thought last year they were going to beat Tampa. They're a good team. I think this year I think they have a very good chance to go to the conference finals. Boston has beat up. The Capitals beat Boston with like no Carlson and in Boston. The Capitals are awful this year, except for since they've gotten Rasmus Sandin, they're 2-1 and he has like 7 points. So, and for are they 2-1 or 3-1? I don't know. They beat the tar piss out of the Islanders. I was really not expecting it, but is Boston Vancouver on right now? Is that a game on right now, or is that from the other day? No, okay. Was that yesterday? Was there a Boston Vancouver game yesterday? Okay, weird. I don't know what's going on here. Why are they showing me this? Yeah, 12-3 shots in goal, like Rick said. Toronto's 0-1. Face-off win percentage dominated by the Leafs, 67%. 7 block shots for the Sabres, though, and both teams have 5 takeaways. Sabres have 4 giveaways. The Leafs have 3, and the Leafs have 17 hits to the Sabres 10. That's the other thing I like about the ads, and I know they don't have Ryan O'Reilly in the lineup, but the Leafs just feel more physical, and you could see it. I've noticed it. Like, it's so noticeable in their approach and what's going on in their game. I'm impressed. I'm sad for the Buffalo fans because they've just been kind of abysmal the last 10 games. But yeah, just one of those things where it's like, I appreciate all you guys sharing. I got a bunch of tweets. And it's I don't know, it should be on Twitter actually. I think I'm yep, it's showing me broadcasting live. All right. I guess I could retweet my own stuff, huh? Okay. Oh, that Owen Power jersey is nasty. They're showing a couple Sabres fans. It's not a wood carving. Oh, hey, Ian, how's it going? Great to see you too, man. Appreciate you stopping in. Joe Mama, it's not a wood carving. It's one of those polyresin statues from Sideshow Collectibles. Yeah, it's badass. It's really cool. I got a bunch of them. You can see I've got like a couple, like 3 Boba Fett's and a Mandalorian. There you go. And I've got like some Deadpools and stuff like that. So yeah, Achari's been good for them, man. I like that pickup for the Leafs. I thought he was a great ad. Lafferty and McCabe too, man. And then, they're going to get Ryan O'Reilly. I honestly think O'Reilly, this is a really good thing for him. He's older. He's 34. He needs this rest. He only has a broken finger, so he can skate. He's going to keep his conditioning up. The guy is one of the smarter hockey players. He was so not noticeable. So here's the thing, Ian. The Capitals were basically playing Gustafson on the top pair because John Carlson's been hurt. So he was getting a lot of the top power plays too, because he's got a lot of like ozone speed and he's got a good like snapshot. He had a hat trick, I think, against the Leafs this year. So, but the problem is, who are you going to take out of the Leafs lineup? And to me, if I was running the power play for the Leafs, I would put Gustafson on there and I would not have Riley on there. I know what Leaf fans say. Look, I've seen Sandin with the Capitals. He has been incredible on the top power play now he didn't get a ton of minutes this last one because Nick Jensen and Faravari were back and the Caps play 2D on their power play anyway. Yeah, it doesn't count. It doesn't count. The hat trick doesn't count. It doesn't matter because no, I'm with you. I think I'd like to see them mix it up. Yeah, I'm with you, Ian. I'm okay with 4 forwards if it's I don't know, man. It's just one of those things. I know that the Leafs have done 5 forwards this year too. It's just like my main man Hot Take Hockey will say, it's tough on the blue lines. You have to have a defenseman that's used to kind of stopping the puck there, and it is an art form, I think. For at least from the guys who've played high level hockey that I've heard from, it's like, look, this is just the way it is. So yeah, leave a like and subscribe, man. Please, appreciate you guys popping in here. We got a few people in, which is nice. I appreciate it. Ian and Joe Mama and Rick, and we saw my main man Hot Take. I don't know if he stuck around, but he's probably watching the game. Sabres got Alex Tuck back tonight. That's a nice ad. That's a big loss that they haven't had in their lineup. He is so fast. He's a big guy. He's a locker room leader. So he's been a big loss for them. So yeah, I know Riley is really liked, Ian, and I understand it. And our main man there, Hot Take Hockey, he played defense. He knows that position very, very well. And I know he has a big time affinity for Morgan Riley. For me, what he gets paid, I'd like to see a little bit more offensively from him. He just doesn't have the shot. And I feel like you could develop that. Like you could work that. You could change up I'm going to drop this. Hat's a little tight. I'm going to pull it on the back, but you got his reverse retro from this year. I liked the Leafs. I love the new logo. Honestly, I like that front logo. I'm trying to remember the Leafs reverse retro for this year. Yeah, I got the Caps one, which I love. The black and gold. It's so nice. But yeah, very cool, man. It's cool stuff. Yeah, I've been impressed, man. The only thing about the Leafs are, if they just could beat the teams they're supposed to be, I think they'd be right in the mix for. Boston's having an otherworldly season, but like I said, the Caps beat Boston's had a couple of bad games where they've kind of come back and won the game. So yeah, no, that is, Ian, I think that's 100% accurate. I heard that today on Kipper and Bourne. He is got an injury. I think the same with Matthews. It's just one of those things where it's like, what do you do? Yeah, I'm not going to say that out loud, but I hear you, Joe Mama. I get the rivalry. It's fun. For me, I don't really have a dog in the fight. I'd love to see the Leafs have some success and do something, maybe go on a cup run. I think it would mean a lot to the sport, to that fan base. And I know there like a lot of Canadians are like, oh, screw you, we don't want the Leafs. But for me, it's like, oh, come on, man. Like, it's been forever. And I know what the Raptors, and I remember when I'm old enough to have remembered the Blue Jays winning back-to-backs under Cito Gaston, and Toronto was pretty wild, and they had a good team, man. This is what baseball, like, guys were just mercenaries, like Dave Stewart won a World Series with the A's, went to 3 straight World Series. His contract's up. He goes to Toronto, makes more money. Yeah, I mean, Ian, I think it really depends on who. In 2019, Tampa was the thing about Tampa in 2019, though. They didn't have Goudreau, they didn't have Coleman. They just kind of lacked the grit that they got from those trades. And that's really what put them over the top. I mean, a lot of people forget in 2018, the Caps played them in the Eastern Conference Finals, and Tampa was up 3-2 on the Caps and couldn't put them away. And Holtby had back-to-back shutout games, outplayed Vasilevsky. The Caps just out-physicaled them. I mean, we had Ovechkin throws a body. Tom Wilson throws a body. We had Alex Chase on, and I was glad to see him getting to play again. So, yeah, Rick, I'll tell you right now, I said today, there's a couple of teams, if I was a fan of, one of them is, you can't see the Dallas Stars. I got a Dallas Stars reverse retro from this year because I really like that jersey. Buffalo, Ottawa, New Jersey, Dallas, they got a bright future. And it's all directly correlated with how they've done in the draft. Buffalo has just pulled it together and really they didn't get the return talent in Eichel, but Krebs, and they got 2 solid NHLers in Krebs and Tuck. And honestly, if you look at what the general managers are getting now for some of these blockbuster trades, like the Patrick Kane trade, like they got, like, there was nothing that Chicago got in that deal. I mean, they gave Chuck Fletcher a hard time for the Claude Giroux trade. I was like, he got Owen Tippett, who could be an all-star. I mean, super young, and he's played, he's going to have 20, 25 goals by the time the season's over for a really bad Philly team, and plays good. I mean, he's definitely a guy I would want on my team if, he had the room. So I don't know, man, you need those guys, and I don't know. I just think that we'll see. Yeah, you know what, Ian? I will feel the same way for you Leafs fans, because the Capitals had never won a Stanley Cup in their franchise since 1974. It's going to feel even immensely more than the Leafs, because you're probably one of the biggest fan bases in all of sports. I think the Leafs have taken over the Chicago Cubs as a little bit of the lovable losers too. I think a lot of people are just like, okay, it's time. Let these guys get it. So yeah, Rick, I mean, how would you love to have the freaking talent? Ottawa looks incredible. I just went back and looked at that draft that Stützle was 3. He goes 1 without question. He has the most points. I'm not ready to give up on the guys in front of him, but Lafreniere, not Stützle, not Stützle. And, Byfield, I think he's had a little bit less time in the NHL, but he's getting some time. I think Byfield's going to be a much more defensive forward. He's got some of the best, arguably 2 of the best defensive centers to ever play the game, and Deneau and Kopitar on that team. So if you want to bet, FanDuel right now, the money line is Leafs minus 245 or the Sabres at plus 186. Don't mind shouting out the bet stuff. Not legal here, but we'll see. Yeah, I think you did get outplayed last year. So yeah, I'll tell you right now, Ian, I'm not ready to call out a Devils Rangers series, because the Devils are tied in points with the Canes, and now all of a sudden the Canes can't score. I think the Canes missed an opportunity to add like a Kevin Hayes. They needed to add some strength up the middle and just a little bit more scoring. And I think that's why a lot of their fans were like, hey, guess Timo Meier, he'll fit in good. Already they had Burns, who played with Meier. I think if you know a guy, it helps. Because I've seen Meier with the Devils. He hasn't looked that great to start. I think he had a goal or a shootout win the other day. Yeah, I mean, I just watched Vitek Vanacek shut out the Canes last night, and he looked just fine. And Shesterkin has not been Shesterkin this year. So I'll just here, let me edit this real quick. Just for me, it's one of those things where it's like, we'll see. We'll see. Here, let me go. Okay. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, you know what, Rick? I would have said no, but like they're getting wins now where they need to. They're probably going to be this first wild card, so they're going to probably play Carolina or New Jersey. Now that's where I see if Carolina drops in New Jersey, I think Pittsburgh would probably give New Jersey a little bit more hard of a time. It's also kind of a good matchup for Pittsburgh, who's not a great physical team, and you would say probably the one thing New Jersey lacks, but Graves is kind of a tough guy. Wood's kind of a tough guy. And then they added Meyer. I don't know, man. The Pittsburgh's not a very fast team anymore. So I don't know. I think both are really bad matchups for Pittsburgh. I think they're going to lose to Boston easy. They just don't have the goaltending or the bottom six scoring. That's what I've seen from Pittsburgh. And then, I mean, look, the thing we're not talking about Boston, like Boston hasn't had Taylor Hall. He's been out now for like a couple of weeks, so he's not going to come back until I think a few more weeks. So, and now they're going to have Bertuzzi's going to be like a fourth liner for them, like when Hall comes back, because Hall was playing like third line. So they just have so many guys they can move. And, I don't know. It's going to be real interesting. We'll see. I'm not convinced. Here, let me look at we can pull up the standings. I'll look at them real quick. I could display them if you guys want. So right now, Pittsburgh is the first wild card, and then it's the Islanders. I still think the Islanders probably get in. They have then the Panthers have 73 points, but they just lost again. The Panthers lost a game. Oh yeah, Foligno. I saw Foligno. Man, that sucks for Foligno too, because he was having a really good year. And so if they get those guys back, then I think that's why I think you're seeing a little bit of Boston struggling a little bit. This is good for them though, because if you're going to face adversity, you'd rather have it now in like March before the playoffs, So I think they're going to probably get Foligno and Hall back, and they're going to they look so good. And really, Omark's been really, really good. So we'll see. Yeah, I would love to see the Senators, by the way. I saw somebody put the Senators in there. I think that was you, Ian. I'll just say, I'll put that up there. Yeah, I just, Stamkos played yesterday, Rick. So I don't know what Elliot Friedman was like going off about, but he played. So hey, this first period's about to stop. I'm gonna change up the hat real quick. Okay, starting back up. Yeah, so like you said, Rick, Stamkos yesterday played in the Jets game that they lost. Boy, the Tampa has not been good lately. According to Bleacher Report, he had 17 minutes of ice time and was a -1. So, yeah, Rick. So it's an old cedar slat home. Yeah. Yeah, we've been here. Yeah, Ian, I'm a big Manchester United fan. I don't watch as many of the games because unfortunately Alaska, they come on like 5 a.m. So it's a little hard for me sometimes to be focused on watching sports that early in the morning, but I've watched a little bit this year and I really love the new coach, man. He's doing a great job. So yeah, I'm sorry I had to step away, guys. Doing good, man. We got 8 people in the chat. This is cool, man. I'm gonna drop the link if anyone want to come on and chat during the game. That's just something I'd like to do. You don't have to be on screen. You can just chat if you want to chat a little bit. I'm on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. The YouTube is the Sports Beard. Twitter is @beard _sports, and Twitch is the Sports Beard. Yeah, Ten Hag, man. ETH. Been good, man. So Leafs in the zone there. I'd like to hear from you Leaf fans. I know Rick and Ian, you guys are big Leaf fans. If Hot Take Hockey comes back, it would be nice to hear from him. How you guys have liked the new additions. Yeah, Albania. No, I do hope. Oh, look at nice little breakaway for the Leafs. Man, oh, yeah, Matthews with the tap in. What a play. What a goal by Austin Matthews. Wow. That is incredible. I mean, it was a broken play. Looks like so Kerfoot drops it in. Marner does a little toe driggy, tries to get by, gets tripped up by Anderson, but following the puck is Matthews, and he buries it. So that is good stuff there. And I will pop that back up. I wonder if they'll let me. Yeah, I agree. I got the Matthews jersey up there, so it's good luck. I'll have to do some more Leaf games. I figured if I did a Leaf game on a Monday too, I'd actually get a decent number of people to come watch because there's so many streams. But I didn't see anybody I knew streaming, so I was like, oh, let me just do it. Yeah, I agree, and I was really impressed with Dubas at the draft. I knew he gave up some draft capital, but I think now they know they're going to be picking in the 30s or the late 20s, and it's just time to go. And you kept Matthew Knives. Yeah, you kept Matthew Knives. That's going to be interesting. I heard today on Kipper and Bourne, Sammy, he's fallen for Kipper. They're going to they kind of have an idea. I think the NCAA tournament will be around the 6th. Minnesota, always good. They're going to be there. So, yeah. So Rick, I am not of the Hall murderers. To me, I actually like what you guys get from Hall. I think of Hall as a bottom pair D, like your 5th or 6th D. He's good. He's very good. And he's a really good penalty killer. I think he doesn't get the credit. He just, when he makes a mistake, he makes it pretty big and it's very noticeable. And I don't know, man. Something about that market is kind of scaring me with the American players a little bit. He's one. Matthews, I just hear a lot of unwarranted criticism for Matthews, a guy who had a Hart Trophy season last year. And I know he's not having that kind of year, but it's clear he's not the same. But he's played really well. And I don't know, he's not getting pushed around. And I think a lot of people he doesn't want to punch people in the face. Well, why would you break your hand? I mean, that's not his role. He's a big guy too, man. Like, he's a real big guy. And I just, I've liked what I've seen from him this year. I really think that's going to bode well in the playoffs. This goal right now is a greasy goal that he got. It looked awesome. Yeah, so I have Darlene and Matthews jerseys up there. So let's see if we get some. I know they have a little bit of. I like the chippiness. I want to see something from my boy Tage Thompson. That's the Buffalo jersey I wanted to get, but they just could not find one. So I was like, I really like Darlene. I'll get one. But Thompson played a little bit of high school hockey up here in Alaska, so I root for him a little bit. And he's, He just did a Chicklets interview. It was really good if you get a chance. So again, the Sabres haven't played particularly poor. They just haven't had really any ozone time. Darlene with the puck right now. He's trying to get it in the zone. Nice little play to Okposo, their captain. He got the nice little shot on goal, but easy save for Murray. Nobody in front, was just on the breakout. But little cycle going here. Up Thompson working it. Yeah, so Ian, the thing about Lafferty that I've been really impressed with is I agree with that too. I think Mitch could be the Selke and Lady Bing. Oh, another goal right off the break. Calle Yarncrow, 2-0 Toronto. Wow. Dude, that's a kind of a goal that I think what's his name? I think Anderson's gonna want back. That's a rough goal. Let me pop up the score again for you guys, so you actually get to see it. If you're not being able to watch the game, but yeah, he was a little bit screened by Darlene. But going to the net was Matthews again, I think. Is Yarko playing on that top line with? Yeah, I don't know who was on the ice for that. This was doing a good job of letting me know. Yeah, that was Matthews, Marner, Yarn. They got Yarncrow. I kind of like Yarncrow up with the top, spelled with the J, Rick. Spelled with the J. I know he played for the Kraken last year, so, and then I think he spent some time in Calgary at the end of the trade deadline. So yeah, I'll tell you, if it's me, when the Leafs make the playoffs and they're running 3-4 lines, or you're not going to play those bottom lines as much, I would probably kind of rotate O'Reilly a little bit. I'd like to see him at center, but it feels like Keefe likes him at excuse me, I lost my train of thought. I apologize to you guys. It feels like he likes him at that second line center, so he could put Tavares on the wing. I don't know. It really doesn't make a ton of sense to me because you played Tavares at the wing the whole time, but I don't know. It is what it is. So, but anyway, 2-0 Toronto, 14:42 left in the second. Leafs are buzzing. Again, it's not that Buffalo's played bad. That's played with a high stick. That should have been, yeah, but it didn't matter because Buffalo got the puck. Cousins working it in the zone. Again, Buffalo's, they get one and done like immediately. They're not getting any ozone pressure, really. They had that one little cycle, but Toronto's just doing such a good job of possessing the puck and getting it out so fast. Willie Nylander working it in. Then I think Bunting had to chip it back. They're offside, so they got to chip it back out. Buffalo's got to find something here, or it's just going to be nuts. So Ian says, I think he's talking about in reference to the third line, O'Reilly, Lafferty, and Camp. Yeah, that could be a line possibility there for him. Yeah, because to me, and I didn't hear this to start with, Achari's your fourth line center, and that guy is a center, and you play him at center, and he is a good physical guy. And really the Leafs just have some, and then you got some guys that you could kind of bring, like for a game, if you need to, you could bring in Simmons or something. But I don't know. I mean, Zach Aston Reese is fine on the, he blocks shots. He can penalty kill. He's still a good skater. Like, he's not going to be pushed around. He'll throw the body. He's played in playoff games and stuff. So O'Reilly is a really good ad because he won a cup. He won the Conn Smythe. I just think the guy came up in clutch situations, and he's going to be a calming voice, where even Tavares has never been out of the first round. He never made it out of the first round with the Islanders, and he's not made it out of the first round with the Leafs. So I know he's the captain, but sometimes you got to have that experience. So yeah, so I happen to believe, Ian, if Nyes does play on the Leafs playoff team, he might be a top 6 guy. And with what I've heard from his finishing, you might want him there. He could be a game changer. And I've seen college guys come in. I mean, Jake Gensel came in for the Penguins. Game changer. You know, probably not going to have that much of a career now, but like when he came in high, you know, just move. And I think if let's say Nyes wins the national championship, gonna be good. Yeah, they've been looking for that left wing guy. You got this physical guy that can score. He's gritty, and his body's going to be developed more from playing in college. And the other thing is, they don't play 80 games in college, so these guys have time in between the games to kind of get better at their game and work on it. And trust me, at Minnesota, they're working at their hockey game off ice. Same with like Michigan guys, these top schools where, you know, they really prioritize the sport over anything else. It's not like they're staying up late studying. So Rick says Toronto cycling the puck battles are way better this year into the playoffs. Yeah. So Rick, I agree to some extent, but I really felt like the Leafs had a great game and really in game 6 probably should have won the game against Tampa Bay. And I thought they would. Like, I would have bet money. I just felt like they were going to do it. You know, Tampa had gone on 2 cup runs and kind of in close succession too, because if you guys remember, like, the bubble ended and they basically started the season like almost a few months later. So, yeah, I'm really excited to see Nyes, another American kid. Ooh, tripping call on Kerfoot here. He got his stick caught up in Thompson's stick. So this is a much-needed power play for the Buffalo Sabres. Tuck on the cycle. Pass too bad right into his skates from Jeff Skinner. You got to do better there, Jeff. Throws it right into Tage Thompson's skates. Nothing he could do, especially with that reach. You got to put that puck out where he can shoot it. Yeah, the high stick was rough, man. That was a tough one. And honestly, man, like that was not a necessary call to make. Like, to me, the stick penalties they call now are ridiculous. I saw it in the Pittsburgh Rangers game the other day. They're calling all these BS high sticks and stuff, but they're like not calling like blatant cross checks from behind into the boards and interferences and stuff that actually affect the play. I would, if they don't think that high stick was in purpose, or like what I've been seeing now is where guys have their stick up like a little bit after a pass and a guy skates into it. Okay, is it the guy's responsibility, or I don't know. So Ian, you weren't a fan of the calls in game 6. So Joe Mama says Marner cost us game 6. Yeah, could be. I mean, it's revisionist history. I'll just say, I think, you know, you're looking good this year. I mean, I think the Leafs get out of the first round, and I think they have a good chance to make the conference finals. I don't think they're going to mow over Boston. The thing I'd say about Boston is it's got this last ride feel where if they're healthy and they're clicking, they're going to be a tough team to beat. So, yeah, I'd say this, Joe Mama. I agree. I wouldn't burn his jersey. You can send it to me. I'll take it, especially if you're 54 XL. I'd say there's going to be a lot of changes with Toronto. I think the GM and coach probably don't survive if they don't get out of the first round. But Marner and Matthews really got to step up. I'll tell you what, though, I think the biggest problem for the Leafs has been they have lacked lines that Keefe could trust, and now they've got 3-4-ish good lines, 3.5 good 4 lines that, you know, you'd like to see them get that secondary score, a little bit more secondary scoring, which they've been getting as of late. So that'll be good. So power plays over, middle stats working it in, but Buffalo didn't do a whole lot. They had one grade A chance. Yeah, donate it to the kids. I agree. Yeah, Joe Mama, 56 is a little too big for me. But yeah, donate it to the kids. I'm sure there's a 56 kid. There's a Husky kid out there that would love to have a Mitch Marner jersey. I love Marner, man. He is fun to watch, and he's exciting. Big hit on the boards there by Tavares there. He just hammered a guy. Nice. I like seeing that from him. He needs to do more of that because he doesn't have the speed. He's the guy. I wonder if they could split him between 3 or 4 other good players. That the thing I would say, Ian, about Nyes is I'd nice scoring chance there by Sabres off a turnover real quick. Working down low by Darlene. Darlene cycles it over. Back to Middlestat. I think that's Yoki Haru. Yeah, Yoki Haru. He's working it. Oh, a little bit of pressure here from the Sabres now with 9:32 left in the second. They're getting a little bit of ozone time, the most I've seen this year of this game. I'm sorry. My brain's all over the place. Tyson Jost. He's been good little ad for the Sabres. Nice little ad. Oh man, fanned on the shot. You could tell Tuck looks a little rusty. He had a nice shot in the high slot. But we'll see how it goes. Tage Thompson's got such a big reach. He intercepted the puck in the neutral zone, got it back, got a nice shot on goal. Man, Buffalo's pressing. They might get a goal here. Nope. Leafs get it out. Oop. Nope. Going to avoid the icing call. You got Yoki Haru. I don't know who 61 is for them. Who's 61? They're not showing me the up-to-date lead. Yeah. I don't know who 61 is for the Sabres. I'm trying to get the. Yeah, it was good. Good little pressure from the Sabres. The most they had all game. Leafs are kind of lucky they didn't give up a goal there, but they survived it. Gonna get a couple of thrusts every once in offensive pushes from the team. I just, I've been impressed with the Leafs in this game, man. Like, you got a white Tavares that just hangs on your wall, huh? Okay, well, yeah, let's, don't get rid of that either, if you don't want it. Yeah, that was a signing I didn't understand. I thought Tavares might have been the difference for them. I mean, the Islanders were like, they lost 1-0 in 2 Game 7s, Eastern Conference Finals to the, they really had a chance. So, yeah, Rick says donate it, Joe Mama. Don't burn it if you lose them. I wouldn't, guys. I wouldn't, the Leafs are going to be there. They're going to be there. Oh, that's interesting. The NHL.com is telling me that the Sabres are playing a line right now with Middlestat, Jost, Greenway, and Skinner. 4 forwards and 1. Yeah, no, Joe Mama. Doug Gilmour is one of my favorite players of all time. I'm probably going to keep it. So, I used to have a Ty Domi, and I got to get a Wendell Clark at some point to add to my Leafs collection. Just guys I grew up with. Dave Ondrejchuk, that'd be a really cool one too. Big Ondrejchuk fan. That guy was one of my favorite Leafs. So we're on a commercial break. 8:19. Somebody has a Cujo and a Darcy Tucker. Darcy Tucker, Leafs legend. So 42 goals for Tage Thompson, 26 draft pick, 31 for Matthews, 30 for Kachuk, and Jordan Kyrou. New York Lottery's inside the numbers. Most goals this season from the 2016 draft class. And then you got 3 Americans on there. Not too shabby. Yeah, hey Slinky, if I was saying your night, Slinky, X. If I'm saying it wrong, I apologize, Slinky. I like the Justin Bieber Leaf jerseys. I think they're cool. I think they're cool for wear, and they look really cool. Probably hard to call a game with them though, because the numbers are pretty close. I think if I was a guy, I mean, you want the numbers to be pretty visible if you're doing play-by-play. That's the one thing I've noticed and trying to do this. Got 11 people in the chat. That might be a Sports Beard record. No, I think I've had 20 or something, but this is great. I appreciate you guys coming out and watching. So we got 7:42 left. A little bit of pressure from the Sabres there. Owen Power and Yoki Haru. Is it Yoki Haru on that wing with him? It is. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I think the Sabres might be matching the Leafs with they're either doing the 7D or I don't know what they're doing. Interesting. Very interesting. So I'm kind of surprised the Toronto guy didn't get a penalty there. Giordano. Oh, they might have called it. It was interference big time. Looks like he took down. Yeah, I don't think he likes the call, but it's interference. He takes out. It would have been a breakaway. It was actually a good penalty to take. He takes out Greenway. It's either tripping or interference on Mark Giordano. So the Buffalo's going to power play. Hey, appreciate you, Ian, man. That's awesome, man. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you, man. I like to get as many fans that like to talk hockey and just bullshit. I'm not the world-class play-by-play guy that John Viveros or John Duncan are, but I love to have people on, and I've got the link in the chat. If you guys want to come on and BS like in person or audio, you can do audio and video if you want. I mean, not everybody's set up for studio. So, yeah, man, are you talking about John Duncan or because I don't know if you knew off the wall, he decided to end his channel. He's committing full time to the job he's working. So I don't want to give out any more personal information. If you guys know John Duncan from off the wall, nice shot by Tage Thompson in the zone. Just went wide. Oh yeah, I love Hot Take Hockey, man. He's like a brother to me, man. He's a good guy. I don't get to talk to him or do stuff with him as much as I'd love, but I'm so proud of him to kind of just watch him grow his brand, and he's doing so good, man. Look at some of the interviews he's getting. Oh, you know John Viveros personally? Oh, that's cool, Ian. Yeah, I'm gonna get I know a famous hockey guy there. I don't want to say his name, but he has agreed to hang out with me and maybe drink a beer or two. And I am going to go to Toronto at some point. Yeah, I really, dude, he's a good, I'm almost twice his age. And I could say the emotional intelligence that kid has is awesome. And my life's definitely better for knowing him. It's an awesome thing. So shout out Hot Take Hockey. If you don't know who he is, you don't do YouTube hockey because he's pretty big now, man. He's getting close to that 50K mark. I'll go nuts when I break 1,000. So I got to do more though. I haven't done anything for my channel in a long time. So yeah, Ian, I'd love to meet you, man. Thomas and Lucas, and I'd love to. Rick, I told Rick Smith, it's in the chat. Canadian hockey legend. Definitely got a lot of really cool people I want to meet in Toronto and hang out with. And I think I got Rick. I might take you to the Hockey Hall of Fame with me. That'd be cool, man. So yeah, I definitely am coming to Toronto. It's not this year. Well, probably not this year because I'm going to Tampa. Oh, goal. Wow. Goal. Is that Jack Quinn? Wow. Nice goal. I think it was at the tail end of the power play there, or just when they changed. Yep, Jack Quinn with 2 ends, and he scored. Yeah, Rick, for sure, man. I really wanna visit with you guys there. That'd be good. And if you guys don't know, like my wife was Canadian. She was born in Canada, so like, you know, she's got family in Manitoba and stuff too. So it would be more than one reason. I don't know that I'm going to drive from from Ottawa to Manitoba though, but I want to get there. Buffalo buzzing now. Buffalo buzzing, getting a little bit of ozone time. Leafs a little bit on their heels. 4:46 left to go in the second. Murray's made some good saves though. I've been impressed. They're doing good, man. Getting some. They needed to. Buffalo had to make this a game. Yeah, it was batted out of the air. Yeah. Okay. So London's south of TO. Okay. Yeah. Well, I don't know that I'll stay in Toronto proper either, Ian. That's the other thing. It's probably too expensive. I'll probably end up having to stay in like I'm not paying no $300 a night for a hotel, man. Like, no way. So I'll probably rent like an Airbnb or something I just need a bed, honestly, like when I travel. Because especially if I'm going to like hockey games and visiting with friends, like I'm not going to be at the place other than a place to hang my hat. So, yeah, so I'm excited, man. It'll be good. I'll have to schedule something with you guys and sort of get it on the books here in the next year or so. I was kind of waiting for a lot of COVID restrictions and stuff to go because, for a while there, I think we couldn't even come to Canada. So I think, I think they weren't just taking like people to vacation. I think now I'm good and I'd be good and all that. So, but yeah, I really want to go. It's been a long time since I've been to Canada too. So, one of these years I might just like do a cross Canada drive. It'd be fun. Just do a hockey thing. So I'm going to try to do this where I'm doing this channel like in a sort of as a hockey reporter and like a hockey pundit and just a guy who loves hockey and loves talking about I'll have my favorite team, but like I love following the game and I love all the people involved and just met some really great people. So I'm excited to do that. Let's see. I had a chance to pick up Jack Quinn in fantasy and was like, so that's 13 goals, 17 assists, 30 points in 59 games. Jack Quinn, man, Buffalo. If I come to BC, you can crash with me. Just bring beer. All right. Well, BC is beautiful, man. Yeah, I'm in Alaska, so BC isn't that far from me. Actually, I could probably be there in a day. So BC is doable, like for sure. I would love to. I kind of want to do a cross Canadian trip. So we'll just see. Like if I get all of the credentials and stuff that I'm able to get, and I'm able to cover some of these games, I might be couching it on some of you guys' couches, just to save money because it'll be coming out of my own pocket. So yeah. All right. Yeah. So that goal was the 13th goal of the season for Jack Quinn, assisted by JJ Paterka and Owen Power. Owen Power, I think, is a Toronto area guy there. So, boy, that Sabres back end is going to look so good. And I heard Peters today say that he thinks that him and Dahlin can both be 10 million guys, but I think they might spin it like, hey, take 9 or take 8-5 or take 8 or take 7-5. Probably could get Owen Power on a long-term like 7-5 if they catch him. Like he'll probably redo that deal. It looks like a lot of teams are jumping the gun and look at the Devils. I mean, they're probably going to be able to keep Meyer. So yeah, I could write a song. Yeah, there you go, Rick. I could write a song. Yeah, that's good stuff, man. All right, so we got some pressure again from the Leafs here. They're getting back on the ball, but nope, Buffalo got it out. Yeah, the funny thing about Buffalo is they've actually got some pretty good goaltending from, I think, the oldest player in the league, and Anderson's 41. Yeah, Ian, the Sports Bureau Canadian Express. Yeah, that's what I'll call it. On a review, man, I'll call it, and I'll document it. I'll just do like showing off these cool little Canadian towns where you can go see the hockey games and stuff, and then just I'll hit the Canucks, Edmonton, Calgary. Unfortunately, Saskatchewan doesn't have a thing, but if I did it this year, I could go see Bedard with the St. Pat's, right, in Regina, which is a town I've been to, and it's a beautiful city. I liked it; it was cool. So, so yeah, shout out Regina, pretty cool city. And then, then hit the Jets, and then do the whole thing. And I really have wanted to go to Montreal for a long time too. So that would be a cool thing. Maybe I can do the whole thing. We're talking lots of money though. It'll be an expensive trip. So I might have to drive. So Owen Power takes it out of the zone. 3:05 left in the second. We've got a little bit of action here with Middlestat on the boards. Greenway looks good in their lineup too, man. I really think if they could have, if they can integrate him, he could, he wasn't scoring a lot of goals, and he's kind of a nice ad. And I think he's got he's not a UFA. So I don't believe. I think he's got another year on his deal. So that was a pretty good trade. I actually like what Minnesota did, but then, Logan Stanley kind of laid on Kaprizov. Ooh, a nice little blocker save or glove. Went off the glove there. Sorry, guys. On Murray. Quick shot from Buffalo. Yoki Haru and Power. They'd be kind of a good pair. Nice little shot on goal. I think it went out. Brody's unhappy about something, but I don't hear. Let me pop. I'm gonna pop volume on a little bit. You guys hear it or interferes, just let me know. 13 in the chat, man. Thanks for coming in and checking it out, man. I really appreciate it. Leave a like, subscribe. Love to see. I don't have memberships. I don't have enough. I don't have any of that. You can't do donos. I think you have to have 1,000 members before you get to that. So, hey, do not bark, Bone. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Try to get my dogs are getting a little bit on edge here. Probably the mailman or something. So 2:10 left in the second. Leafs were trying to get it out there. It's a little mucky in the neutral zone. Looks like I thought that might be an icing, but nope. Dahlin works it around. Now this is going to definitely be an icing on Buffalo. Yeah. So 154. Yeah, Ian, I think the Leafs have played fine. It's just you're going to get a little bit of push from the team you're playing. So, yeah, thanks, Rick. Yeah, my dogs are a big part of my life, man. They're pretty spoiled. You guys can say, "There, come here. Come here. Come here, Kate. You want to come on? You want to come say hi? All right. You want to come up? No, you don't want to. All right. You don't growl like John's dog Crosby. Okay, so oh wow. I don't know what McCabe was doing there, but he decided to give it to his goalie, skate back in the zone there. So yeah, 140 left in the second. 2-1 Toronto. On the ice for Buffalo right now. It's Peterka, Quinn, Cousins, Skinner, and Dahlin. Again, this is what NHL.com is telling me. So, yeah, Crosby, I'm sure he's a great dog, but he's like always growling. It's so funny. Every time John pops up on the screen, he's like, ah. So I think he sees himself in the thing and he doesn't like the other dog he sees or whatever. So that's probably more than anything what it is. So Buffalo's working it in the zone here a little bit. They're getting a little bit of sustained time here. Oh, what a shot by Tage Thompson. So, yeah, it's Thompson, Tuck, Skinner, Yogi Haru, Power on the zone. Wow. Murray's actually looked pretty good, man. This has been a good push from Buffalo. They've gotten 15 shots on goal this period. So to the Leafs 3, so it's kind of flipped. It's like I said, Leafs haven't played bad, but it's definitely the ice is tilted a little bit for Buffalo in this second. So we got a game, which is what we wanted, right? We want a good game. Gergensen got a pretty good shot there, but I would think it was blocked. So I've got some water here, and then a little kombucha. Summer's done from shout out Zip Kombucha. It's a local Anchorage. Kombucha. Yeah, his little growler sons. Yeah, see, capes and stuff. My dogs don't do that. Come here, real quick. Here's Capies. You say hi. There's Capes. What's up, Capes? Capes he's a sweetheart. 3:40, 30 seconds left to go. Buffalo. Uh-oh. Something's going on. I don't know what happened. I missed it. I didn't see it on the camera. They didn't show it. So I thought it was icing on the Leafs, but I don't know what's going on. Let's see. Oh, it looks like he got caught inadvertently with a stick from Gergensen. I don't think it was I don't think it was intentional. Yeah, he's not cut or anything. Yeah, they didn't make a call, but I don't think Gergensen did it. I don't even think he did it on purpose. I think he was kind of skating and his stick just hit him. Yeah, Keith's not happy at all. but it's just one of those ones they miss. Again, some of these inadvertent stick calls, I'm okay with them not making. I would like to see them get rid of delay a game altogether. I mean, we in the playoffs. Justin Bourne said it on the broadcast the other day. He's like, you're in the playoffs, they're letting guys just straight mug dudes, but then, a guy hits the puck out, not intentionally. And I don't know if that was that Marner penalty. I remember it's like, come on, man. Like, he's not trying to hit the puck out. It's like, just do another face off in the zone. Like, if it happens like 2 times in a row or something, make it a penalty. Cause then you're like, oh, it's, fool me once, but I don't know, man, like consecutive plays or something. Because now they're reviewing, and I want to get rid of the offsides review. It's awful. They're offsides review, absolutely a joke. They're talking about delay a game with the puck. You're delaying the game every time a goal is scored. Now it's offsides by a micrometer. Come on, man. That's ridiculous. Let my wife know. Let's check the other scores around the league. Yeah, cool, man. Susie Q'd. Drop in, Susie, if you see me on Twitter. Come on in to the YouTube if you'd like. Yeah, so Joe Mama, I'm old enough to remember that. That's the first playoff series I really remember. Yeah, I mean, like that needed to be called. There was blood in that. It should have been a double minor. I mean, but I just feel like now you're seeing guys like the game is so fast. They're skating into things. I saw a guy skate into a guy who had his elbow up. The guy didn't put his elbow up and they called out. It's like, I don't know, man. Like, it's just one of those things where these guys are good. They control their bodies a lot more than people think. I just feel like, some of these calls, and these dudes are 6'2" abs. Okay. That is unbelievable. That's Rick's giving us a score update. Hopefully I got some fantasy in that, man. I got Makar and Lehkonen on my fantasy team. So that would be good. I put it yesterday. That's why. Yeah, well, we got a good game then. I'm glad I didn't do the other game. And there's a good contingent of Hab fans. Soul Searching Gurus, what's up? Nice to see you. Yeah, I was hoping we get a few of, the off the wall folks that kind of lost their main guy, just to kind of have a little bit of this hockey chat. And again, I don't do the play by play as much as well as those guys, but yeah. So Makar has an assist. He's a +3. He has 2 block shots though. In a 6-goal game, he has an assist. Thanks a lot, Makar. But Lehkonen has 2 goals and an assist. Woohoo! Let's see if I was like last in my fantasy league. I've moved up to like 4th place. We only got like 2 weeks left. So I'm playing the incomparable Raybro. So I don't know what's going on there. And I won the fantasy football there, Ian. I don't know if you played the fantasy football. I won the league. So yeah, 22 points. All right. Yeah, I'm smashing Raybro. Yeah, but Raybro is the worst team in the league. Poor Raybro. He's got a lot going on. I think he hasn't had time to mess with it. I think he's kind of catching his stride there. So, yeah, appreciate you coming, Soul Searching Gurus. I think we got Joe Mama in here. Soul Searching Gurus are Vancouver Island, I think, right? You're Vancouver area, another BC. If I'm getting you confused with someone, I apologize. Drink a little Liquid Death. It does look like beer. I actually don't drink anymore. I've kind of cut that out of my diet. I still will have a drink with you guys when we go to Toronto and stuff, but I've cut way back on the. When you get old, it's smart to be healthier. So I'm trying to get in good shape. That's what I should do is bike across Canada. That'll save me a ton of money. And yeah, Yeah. Awesome, man. That would be cool. I'm sure that's a beautiful, beautiful place. I gotta look that up. Let's look that up. Na- Uh, Nana Nananamo. If I'm saying that incorrectly, I really apologize. Nananamo, Vancouver Island. Bet you get a lot of rain. A lot of the wet. A lot of the same weather you guys get in Vancouver. Yeah, let's see. Here we go. Let's see if it'll let me do. Here, yeah. Yeah, we're not trying to share the. Oh yeah, there's like a lot of people there. It's got okay, yeah. Oh my gosh, look at that. That's beautiful. How many people are in that? How many people are in that? How many people? Oh, that is freaking awesome. Yeah, that a lot of people live there, it looks like. Okay, yeah, so you could go right to one of the yeah. Oh wow. Wow, that's a lot of people on that island. Wow. I did not realize. That's cool, man. Get that off the screen there. Hey, really appreciate you coming in, Ian. That's really cool. Yeah, I really appreciate it, man. I don't know how many I'm gonna do, but I'm trying to do one or two a week through the playoffs. We'll see. I'm gonna, I will definitely not try to conflict with the other streamers. I like being a guest. Sometimes I just like watching hockey with other like-minded people. So I appreciate it, man. We'll see you. I appreciate you coming in. We're up to 16 in the chat, by the way. Thanks, man. Leave a like, subscribe. It's 2-1. We are, let me edit this thing real quick. You could follow me at beard_sports, like you see on the screen there. See if I can. I wonder if it'll let me change the color. Not in here, I don't think. Okay, I'll have to do it beforehand. Yeah, I did the red. I think I'm going to change that up. I'm not a fan of that. We'll do it next time. I'll go back to a blue. Oh yeah, maybe I'll do Rangers caps, John, because I call that the divorce cup in my house because my wife's a big Rangers fan and I'm of course a Caps fan. But I kind of don't want the Caps to win anymore because I like to see them get a high draft pick. If they are in the top 10, they could, or bottom 10, they could get a chance at Bedard. Can you imagine Ovi's last 3 years with Bedard? I would just love it. I think the NHL would not be sad to see Bedard go to an Eastern team. Philly, Columbus is right now but I think the last time I looked at the standings, I think, let me go back here real quick. I think there's a team that passed Columbus for worst team. Yeah. Blue Jackets are 20-38. The Sharks are 19-36. So the Sharks right now probably have the no, it's not Chicago, Joe Bomb. It's the Sharks. Chicago is like, they're bad, but I think they have the same. Chicago has the third worst record right now. So it's the Sharks, Blue Jackets, Blackhawks, Ducks, Coyotes, then Canadians, then Canucks, then Blues, then Red Wings, I think. Yeah. Red Wings and Flames have the same record. Well, Red Wings have more losses. So that's how it will go. That's how it will go. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, there's a lot of hockey left to be played, right? I mean, most teams are at 66, 65 games played, a couple at 67. I don't think anybody's 68 yet. This will be the 66 game for Buffalo, for the Leafs, and the Sabres are at. This will also be their boy Sabres, man. Yeah, so I will. I'll probably do that game tomorrow. I'll plan on doing that game tomorrow, and then maybe I'll do one more in the week. But we'll see. I'll have to look. I don't think I'll do TNT night, but maybe Thursday. There's always a lot of games, and I kind of like to do like a red zone where I have a lot of times when there's a lot of games on, I'll have 4 or 5 games up on like different iPads so I can watch as much as I can during the break and stuff. So, yeah, great second period from Buffalo. We actually got a game, which is nice. If I don't have a vested interest, I'd like to see the Sabres make the playoffs, but also you got to see some consistency from the Leafs. Sabres really kind of, if they take 2 out of their last 4, let's just add 4 more points. They're right there with the Panthers, right behind the Islanders. And the Islanders have 68 games played. So they have the most games played in the league right now, I think. And yeah, they do. They are the one with 68. That's right. So yeah, I mean, they're only up 3 points on the Panthers, but the Panthers have played 67 games. So, Sabres is only their 66. So if they had just gotten 2 out of their last 4, or shoot, even if they had lost all of them in overtime and they'd have 4 more points, they'd have 73 points. I mean, but they lost that one game to Dallas like 10-4 and stuff. So we'll see. This third period is going to be real crucial for Buffalo. This is probably their season. So we will see. 12 in the chat. Appreciate you guys coming out. If you guys want to chat or want to talk, like to come on. I know a lot of people don't like coming on live, but you don't have to. Yeah, Tampa did lose yesterday, Rick, 3-2 to the Jets. And I think the Jets lost. Boy, they're in trouble too, man. They might miss the playoffs too. I'm really concerned about them. So in the West, and I keep hearing this from Edmonton's not going to win that division. Edmonton is 67 games played. They are in the first wild card. The Stars, the Golden Knights, the Kings, they keep winning. And the Kraken just needs to pay 500 hockey, and they're not going to be a wild card. So right now you've got the Golden Knights at 88 points. They probably are going to be top seed in the West at this point. What a season. I'll tell you what, man. One man's trash is another man's treasure, right? They didn't want homeboy in Boston anymore. They were a little worn thin from Bruce Cassidy, but boy, he's done a real good job. Sometimes I just think it's like we're talking about a team that's a little bit older, has a lot more vets, and sometimes I think it's just the difference in the coach, So I could give, we could do this maybe. Let me see if you guys like this view. No, I don't want that. No, get off the screen. Can't show any of the game. Not trying to show any of the game. Yeah, I'll get off the screen. It's not even the game I'm on. Yeah, let's see. Let's see if it'll do it. Okay, just to give you a little idea of ice time and stuff, we can look at real quick. I want the box, so I don't want to see any of the video. Thank you very much. Here, let's do this. Crop that out. Okay. Apologies. Oh, are they talking puck over the glass intermission? Yeah, I just like to see that penalty go away. I feel like honor system, if it's 2 in a row, get rid of it or whatever, but it's just not that anymore. Yeah, there we go. This is what I wanted. So give you a little nope. Whoop. There we go. All right. Turn that off. Yeah, okay. Anyway, didn't mean to show half a second of a video. I don't think I'll get in trouble for that. Yeah, we'll see. It's going to be a good third period. We got a lot to talk about. I'd love to see him get rid of that penalty. Get rid of the offside review. It's slowing the flame. It's slowing the flow of the game. It's just I just don't get it. It makes no sense. We just don't need it. There's no need for it. So Sabres 1 goal, 20 shots. Well, the Leafs really had a lousy second period there as far as like controlling the game. Why is it even showing me these highlight videos? High minutes for the Leafs was Willie Nylander, it looks like, with 13 minutes. Does that jive? Does that make sense? Yeah, him and TJ Brody. Oh, Matthews with 14 minutes. My bad. See the Buffalo Sabres high ice. Tage Thompson, 13:23 for forwards. Yoki Haru was 17:09. Wow, Yoki Haru getting a lot. Yeah, Rick says they're talking about review of the puck over the grass and high sticking review. I agree. It's a start. Yeah. So here's what I'll say, Rick. Like it's all these penalties now are nitnoid stick penalties or minor infractions, and they're letting actual penalties that affect the flow of the game. They're so worried in letting some stick play go. I've seen slashes on the hands that aren't slashes that they're calling. I saw like Messier was complaining about the other day. Guy gets his stick knocked out. He's not holding his stick hardly. Just drops his stick. Guy hits the guy's stick and he drops his stick. It's that guy's fault. That guy's not holding his stick properly. I mean, that's not a penalty. So we just need to stop with these ticky-tack penalties. So okay, so prime example. Pittsburgh gets 3 penalties against the New York Rangers at the beginning of the game. 2 of them were not on purpose. One was a stick penalty I would have called. Okay. But they got basically 2 5-on-3s, like an abbreviated one, and then another 5-on-3 because they had another penalty that kind of negated it. But anyway. Okay. So Pittsburgh ended the game with 4 power plays. They were 2 for 4. It was the difference of the game. They won the game like 3-1. It was the difference of the game. So, and look, the Rangers are still trying to win. They're trying to, they're probably in that third slot and not going to change, but it's kind of brutal. Leafs win the face-off beginning of the third period here. Let me change up the banner real quick for you guys. And I'll do the fancy hot take. I'll learn all this stuff and get my own scoreboard and stuff when we get going here. But I imagine the Leafs are going to come out guns a-blazing because they kind of got outplayed in that second period pretty bad. So the shot total was a pretty big difference there. So, yeah. So on the ice right now for the Leafs is Nylander, Tavares, Bunting, Hall, McCabe. We have Murray and Net. If you just joining us, thanks, man. It's the Sports Beard, Jeremiah Maxwell coming in live, Anchorage, Alaska. Just wanting to holler and chat at you guys. You're welcome to come in, click the link and chat if you'd like. But for the most part, I'm just going to talk hockey and we're going to give live updates. I'll do play-by-play if we don't get a lot of stuff. Get rid of whistles altogether, leave the injured on the ice and just keep playing. No, I mean, I'm not saying that. Like, I'm saying, though, but so, like, in that game, Joe Mama, like, perfect example. They miss a cross-check. The Rangers are on the power play. Hey, look, I know you don't want to put a team on 5-on-3. Well, Pittsburgh got 2 of them in the game, albeit both were abbreviated. One was like a minute 49, okay, and they scored on it. So, bad cross-check in the middle, in the corner. Guy cross-checks the guy right in the back into the boards. Now, the guy was far enough away from the boards he didn't get hurt, but still, should have been a penalty. Then, I think the game was 3-2. Pittsburgh won in overtime. By the way, they got a power play in overtime, and that's how they won. But and it was a legit penalty in the overtime. But the tying goal that the Rangers got, Malkin got interfered with, and probably should have been a penalty, but they let that go. And I'm like, okay, you're letting that go, but you're not letting these nitnoid stick penalties go. To me, it should factor in what was the penalty. Like, Leafs fans probably go nuts because of some of the penalties that were called on them in the playoffs. Look, is it near the play? Does it affect the play? It's like holding in the NFL. It happens on every play. So Leafs are getting a little bit of pressure, but the Buffalo took it away. 17:50 left in the third. Oh, quick shot on goal, though. Quick turnover. Leafs are doing a really good job of, like, getting the puck out of their own zone and putting a little bit of pressure. At least the first period, they just straight dominated. So, yeah, I mean, I don't want to complain about the game. I love the game. It's just so fast and so good now. I feel like the penalties need to mean something. Like, if you mar a guy with your stick and he's all bloody, great. But, like, if it's from a pass or a follow through from a pass or a shot, shouldn't be a penalty. Now, players need to keep their sticks down. That's why those rules were made. So you should be in control of your stick. Nobody should be skating with it up high. But I feel like it's going so fast now. Like, if I run into a guy's stick and I get tripped over it, is it tripping, or is it my fault for not paying attention to where I'm skating? So I just feel like the onus is on the players to protect themselves a little bit too. Leafs, little scrum here in the Buffalo zone. Lafferty, Bunting, and Yarncroke is the line out there. And yeah, so I like it. And the Sabres are counting with Girgensons, Jost, Opozo, Labushkin, and Stillman. And they started the oldest man in net tonight. Now, that's interesting. We were talking about Matthew Nyes earlier with you Leaf fans. Buffalo could get Devin Levi. Looks like he can sign now. Oh, goal, turnover goal. Really fast. Happened so fast. Sorry, guys. We have a tie game. Alex Tuck, first game back in a minute, gets the goal. I'll try to give you a. Okay, so Nylander on the breakaway. Wow, what a save. What a save from Anderson. Maybe Cousins got away with a little bit of a hook there. Again, maybe a penalty that you would like to see called. Quick turnover in the corner. It wasn't a turnover. My bad. McCabe was working Thompson. Thompson did a little backhand pass. Marner kind of lost Tuck, and we're all square. 16:36. 16 minutes to go in the third period, 2-2. And Marner comes right back down and gets a grade A shot on Craig Anderson. He saves it. Good. I mean, Marner knows he made a mistake, comes right back. Just a great pass from Thompson. I really don't even play it. I just tip my hat to the Sabres. Tuck gets a little lost. It's a really quick play. Again, we're always so critical of these guys, but the game moves so fast. It was incredible. Great play. But Buffalo's coming now. Like I said, this is a really important game for them. This is basically their playoff chances. Boy, if they get Devin Levi and they can. So that was Alex Tuck's 29th goal of the season. Boy, he has had a year. Tage Thompson and Owen Power. That's second assist for Owen Power. Boy, if you have Owen Power in fantasy, he's putting it up for you. You think it was offsides? Yeah, it was. I didn't see it, but yeah, I know you're kind of giving me a hard time. But yeah, Rick, we got a game, buddy. We got a game. I love it. I'll just say this, guys. If a guy is this much offsides, does it really factor in the goal being scored? Or was it the goalie got beat? The guy makes a great deke. I've just seen some incredible goals get wiped off the boards, and you don't want that. So to me, get rid of it. If the guy is blatantly offsides in overtime and in the playoffs, it can be reviewed by the league and they can reset it. But if it's this much and it look, if it takes more than 30 seconds and they should get 2 real-time. Woo, what a shot. Oh, how did Tavares not score there on the open net? Oh my goodness. Wow. I think Anderson just did like a Dominic Hasek. I got to see this again. Okay, so cycle down Willie Leander. It's a little bit of he shot it right back into Anderson. Oh my God, he had 3/4 of the net to shoot at there. Wowee. Oh, Tavares. In fairness, the puck bounced a little bit, but he did not put it where he wanted to put it. So, that's a brutal one on Johnny Tavares there. The Leafs should be up 3-2. I might have scored that goal. I mean, I'm a left-handed shot, so it would have been right out of my stick there. So, Johnny Tavares. So the Leafs are countering with McCamph, Austin Reese, and Achari. So they got Austin Reese playing center. Hall and McCabe. So I know Hall is you guys' favorite player with Tuck, Thompson, Skinner, Power, and Yoki Haru out there. So the Buffalo's coming right back with their top line. So Levin in the chat again. Thanks so much, guys. Appreciate you coming out. Mostly going to try to do interviews and stuff on here and get some really cool hockey people, and hockey YouTube folks that have channels. Like I've had already. I've had Kim and I've had John Duncan from Off the Wall. Even though he's not doing his channel, that's a great interview. I'd love to have him on for Bruins games every once in a while if he's available. So and just chat with him, man. He's a good dude. Icing by the Leafs here. Former Leaf Labushkin touched it up. 13:40 left in the third. For those of you that are just listening and chilling out, like I said, if you want to pop in, chat before the game, I'll probably stay on for 10 minutes or so after. Just depends. I got to eat food. So there's a link in the chat on the YouTube page and in the Twitch. I think with the Twitch, though, if you're on a gaming console, I don't know how that works. So I've not had very many people chime in from the Twitch. But I do it anyway because I want to get some broadcasts going. So, yeah, didn't matter that icing didn't factor in. The Leafs won the face-off, then they're working it. Toronto definitely looks like they've got some urgency to their game right now, moving the puck pretty fast. In the zone, you got Matthews working it up to maybe they're getting a little bit. Maybe they're trying to do a little bit much. Marner resets in his own zone behind Murray. Chips it up. Kerfoot driving in. Oh, he slings it. Matthews at the point. He drops it off. Matthews probably got taken down illegally by Greenway there. I do not know how that's not a penalty. We'll see though. They might be letting everything go again. Sometimes it's like, yeah, Leafs are buzzing a little bit, Rick. Well, they got to. The game's all tied, so we got to see what's up. So we're on a commercial break, fellas. I don't think they called a penalty there. If they did, I didn't see, but Matthews did maybe get hooked down by Greenway. I don't know. Maybe they didn't see much there. That's what I'm saying. Like, it was body on body. So it's just one of those things where I'm like, let's do some standing here. We'll bring up the camera. Oh yeah, if I'm choppy, let me know, guys. I didn't even think about it. I might be just doing Wi-Fi. So if it's real choppy or real messy, just let me know. I don't think I hooked my, yeah. A little stand action going here. So the high on the ice so far for Buffalo, still Yogi Haru. He's over 20 minutes tonight. For the Toronto Maple Leafs, Matthews is at 16 minutes. TJ Brody is your high defenseman with 15:01. Boy, TJ Brody, gotta love that guy, right? Never hear his name called on the broadcast, good or bad. Means he's probably doing his job as defenseman, right? So score update from the league. Canadians are winning 6-2. I couldn't watch that game anyway because it's on NHL Network. So, and I don't have any ability to watch NHL Network as of right yet. Leafs win the faceoff in the zone. Giordano chips it down to the zone. It's chipped right back up by, do not know. Oh, that might be Tavares. Back out to the point to Gustafsson out there on the net. So if Leafs might be playing. So that's the first I can recall. He's out 11 minutes tonight. So, but not a bad time to have him out there when you got some ozone and you can put a little bit of pressure. And honestly, Gustafsson, I'd say for Leafs fans, like he was playing every night 20 minutes for the Caps because, Carlson's out. They've had a lot of injuries. They've missed Faravari for stretches of time. They've missed Nick Jensen for stretches of time. Orlov was in and out of the lineup too. He got injured. Of course, now he's with the Bruins. So now, the Capitals could have got Sandin at a better time because they've just been so depleted. Carlson, I don't think Carlson comes back and plays at all this year, fellas. So, Matthews tried to keep it in, but could not. He swung, but, Buffalo controls. Tyson Jones works it down in the lower part of the corner there, but Leafs get it right back out. Nope. Buffalo gets it right after the neutral zone, though. On the ice for it's Yogi Haru and Power. That pair has been, nope, sorry. Now they've got Dahlin and Thompson. The computer's not staying up with the people out there. So Buffalo working around, but TJ Brody gets it out of the corner. He's going to chip it right out to Achari, but it's a little bit out of Achari's reach. He's fighting with, I don't even know who the guy is. Bryson. Yeah, Bryson. Oh, quick wraparound attempt by David Kampf right there at the turnover inside the zone there. Achari turned the puck over. Tage Thompson on a breakaway. Thompson. Oh, what a save by Murray. I cannot believe Thompson didn't score there. Wow. Justin Hall working it out of the neutral zone. He chips it in. Looks like Leafs are going to change it up real quick. Stillman. Oh, so they don't have the right guy. Stillman is the guy that's on there for the Buffalo. JJ Paterka working it down. This is back and forth. This is pretty crazy right now. Oh, quick tip. Oh, Buffalo scores. Oh, I think it's Dylan Cousins, the man from Northwest Territories. Oh, wow. That was a bang play too, man. That happened really quick. Murray was down a little early. I don't put it on him though. I think it got tipped just got tipped right back out to Cousins tipped it. The rebound was a soft rebound, just right out. And Liljegren kind of lost it in his feet. I wouldn't even blame Liljegren. It's a tough play because he really didn't have anywhere to go with the puck. I mean, if he slings it anywhere else, he probably could get taken from him pretty quick. So it's 3-2 with 10:19 left to go. And they're calling that unassisted. I don't know how that's an unassisted goal. So Buffalo just iced it, though. 10 minutes, half the period to go. Toronto, you got to feel a little bit disappointed because you really have actually played a really good game. And that's Dylan Cousins' 26th goal of the season. So 26 goals by Dylan Cousins. Oop. Yeah, I'm sure it's pretty quiet in the Leafs building there. Joe Mama, so did you say you were a BC guy? Are you a Canucks fan or are you you might have heard my dogs bark if you heard a noise. Yep, Dylan Cousins, the man from Northwest Territories, got his 26, 3-2 with 9:53. They're taking a little commercial break here. Are you a Leafs fan, Joe Mama? You said you had Leafs jersey, so I didn't know if that was your only team, or I know a lot of people root for multiple teams and stuff. And I'm assuming you're from Ontario or you grew up there, or you're old enough that I don't know how old Vancouver is, but they've been around a long time now, I think, right? So yeah, crazy. Yep. So the Leafs are down. Looks like they're coming back with Tuck, Thompson, Okposo, Darlene, and Power. So kind of switching the lines up there. And it's going to be Nylander, Tavares, Bunting, Riley, and Gustafsson are the pair. So here's what I'll say. I haven't noticed Gustafsson at all, which is probably a good sign. But really what you want to see from him is that he's getting like shots on goal. And he has one shot on goal. Okay. All right. I figured, going out west, a lot more space, a little more enjoyable. I'm a West Coast guy, man. I grew up in Montana. Oh my God. Please let that be either 7-3 I'm seeing. Yeah, 7-3. So 2 assists from Makar, 2 from Devon Taves, a goal from Byram, a goal from Rantanen, a goal from Nieto, a goal from McKinnon, 2 goals from Lehkonen, and a goal from JT Compher. Who's got it for the Canadiens? Habs, we were talking about these teams that got a lot of young talent. The Habs, they are going to be a team, man. If they get Bedard, oh my God. Because I don't know about Slafkovsky yet. You think overtime we're going to get? Ron Como, thanks for coming in, Ron. That's a great name. One of the best human beings I ever met was named Bob Como. Great human being. First adult that never patronized me. So we got Anderson for my bad. We got Anderson for Montreal. Gurianov. Boy, Gurianov, I think and Weidman, Chris Weidman. Can't believe he's still playing. So Ron Cuomo says overtime. He's rooting for the OT. I'm going to sit back down. My back threw my back out. It's been killing me. Great shot on boy. Tage Thompson had another grade A, like 1T from the circle there. he's getting to be he's really worked on his shot there and refined it, and that guy just gets better and better. I hope he gets 50 this year. I'd love to see. I hope we have 6 or 8 guys with 50. That he's had some good high danger scoring chances in this game. That breakaway, I can't believe he didn't score. Oh, another goal! A pass from right behind the net from the thing, and we got Skinner made a great pass to Tuck. That's Tuck's second goal. Oh, wow. And Buffalo is but again, they're saying it's unassisted on NHL, but there's absolutely no way that was unassisted. There's I think Thompson's got an assist on that, and definitely Skinner. Oh no, Dylan Cousins chips it around the boards. Yeah, that's Cousins. That's Cousins on the secondary assist. Skinner on the primary. Skinner's behind the net, puts it on a tee. That's maybe one you want to see Murray save, but Buffalo decided that they were not going to. Let's see if I can change this here. Let me throw that up there. Buffalo was not going to sit back and play D. They're going to go in, they're going to drive, they're going to push to get that next goal. That's the difference in this game right now. Sammy McKee called it today, man. He called it. He said 4-3 Buffalo. I think now you're going to see the Leafs push. Boy, the Leafs had such a good first period too, man. And really, I'll just say this. Toronto has not played bad. They haven't really played bad in this game. It's just Buffalo stepped up their game, and they've just pushed the second and third more so far. The last 30 minutes, it's been just more Sabres, but they got outworked in the first 20 minutes of the game, big time. So right now on the ice, we got Brody Hall, Riley, Gustafsson, and Nylander. I don't know if that's real-time change, and they just couldn't get. Oh, yeah. I saw somebody say power play Sabres. Rick, I don't think they got a power play. I don't know how far ahead. You might be a little bit ahead of me, buddy, but I'm at, nobody saw Tuck. Oh, was that on the power play? Was that a power play goal? That's Tuck's 30th goal of the year. Yeah, they missed him when he was out of the lineup. He should be an A for them. I think they don't currently have I'm sorry. Oh, it was a power play goal. So I have 7:21 left, Rick. So if I put it on the Canadian feed, I'd probably be right there with you, but I put it on MSG's feed, and usually the US feeds are a little bit faster for me by about half a minute or so. I know when John Duncan, though, when he was doing the games, oh man, Cousins just about got another goal. Nice toe save from the Leafs are reeling, man. They just have they're kind of all over the place right now. No, a turnover. Oh wow, Thompson with a wicked backhand, maybe just about got another goal. 6:53. Buffalo working in the zone. A little past Power, boy, just missed. Jack Quinn could have made it 5-2. Wow, Buffalo's buzzing right now, guys. So, yeah, I'm not worried about spoiling, Rick. That never bothered me. I'm not that good at play-by-play, so I'm not concerned with the spoiling. You're good. I'm gonna take the banner off because I dropped the thing, but I'll take my thing off. Leafs trying to get a little bit of pressure. That's the thing I would just say is Buffalo got wise to the Leafs and just have controlled the play a little bit. And they're keeping the puck away now. but I think they don't want to sit back here. Toronto's pretty lethal offensively. Whoa, geez, that backhand from is that Krebs 19? I think Krebs might be out for them. Who's 19? Oh, I think it is Krebs. Boy, that was a slew foot by. They did not call it. That was definitely a slew foot by the Maple Leafs. I think Nylander in the corner there. Joe Mama says Marner's getting the third goal for the Leafs. Yeah, he's looked good early in the game. And again, I don't put it on Marner. He hasn't done anything wrong. I mean, you could maybe say that one goal, but it was just such a nice play. Sometimes you just got to be like, the guy does a good job. So, yeah, Buffalo got that. Oh, Murray's out of the net. What is he doing? He got caught behind the net. They're so lucky it's not 5-2. The Leafs are just having a tough time getting out of their own zone right now. They're doing exactly what they're just doing what they weren't doing in the first. They were just having a really difficult time getting the puck out of the zone. Nylander takes it out. Yeah, he's going to cycle back in. Jumps it off to Brody. Brody back to Nylander. 4:22 left in the third. Nylander back from Brody, cycles it, gets it into the zone. He basically skated from his own end, though. Marner chips it around to Liljegren. Liljegren keeps control of it. Flip back to Marner. Marner trying to get it out front to Willie Nylander, who's basically standing in front of the goal unattested, but he's nothing there. Love it in the chat. Thanks for being in, folks. Appreciate you coming in. I'll try to do as much play-by-play as I can, as good as I can, man. Sorry. Like I said, I'm not a play-by-play guy. I don't never claim to be. Just want to chat with you folks. We got a little break. Today was the free agent frenzy in the NFL. Bunch of NFL stuff going on today, huh? Let's see what's trending. I know the Giants has got something. Nylander cycles it down into the corner for, I think that's Matthews. No, Marner, sorry. Couldn't see any of the numbers or anything. I'm using MSG's feed too, so I just don't think they're as good as Sportsnet's, but cycles to Riley. Riley back to Matthews. Matthews gets to the high point. Back to Marner. Marner back to Matthews. I don't know why Marner gave it back to Matthews there. Matthews was in a position to shoot. He wasn't set. But nice shot from the point from Morgan Riley, but Anderson saw it the whole way, gloves it down, they blow the whistle. We are looking at how much time is left. So both teams have 9 shots on goal in the third. So like I said, it's been a little bit. So 29 for Buffalo, 24 for Toronto. It is 4-2 Buffalo Sabres. Buffalo's 1 for 3 on the power play. Toronto's 0 for 1. Face-off win percentage, Leafs are dominating. Leafs lead the team block shots. Buffalo has 16 takeaways, and Toronto has 14 giveaways. Hits are 23-30, not a big difference there. We're on a commercial break. Okay, so the penalty I missed at the 10-minute mark was Willie Nylander high-sticking Zemgus Girgensson, and that was a power play goal that was scored by Tuck, his second of the game, his 30th of the year. So pretty cool. For Alex Tuck, another American guy, good player, man. Liked him, liked his ad. I know he was a big Golden Knights fans loved him, but he's an upstate New York guy. He's got to love those the Western travel. Like if I was a hockey player, I'd want to play in the East because you just get these short trips, a lot easier. Yeah, let's see what's trending in the NFL world. There's a bunch of signings. Anybody, if you got a NFL team and you're wondering if they did something, still no word on Brett Favre in that like a Packers quarterback going to the Jets. Aaron Rodgers going to the Jets. So, no word on that yet, I don't think. NFL rumors. Let's see. Vikings signed DeMarcus Davenport, 1 year, $13 million. Oh man, what a save! Anderson has been good in this game, man. He's the Tavares thing is going to haunt the Leafs. That's tied 2-2. He's got a whole wide open net, and brutal. Okay, so we have Leafs win a faceoff real quick, cycle around it. Look, they're coming right back with Matthews, Marner line, Tavares. They got their big guns out. Oh, I think there's a penalty. I do not know what happened. They're calling it this time. Oh, empty net. Or is it just that the net got knocked off its moorings? What happened? What's going on? Oh, I like this view. Yeah. Oh, okay. I guess the Leafs player knocked the net off its moorings, so they moved it out. I'm going to put the volume on just a tad again. Let me know if the volume's a problem, guys. 12 in the chat. Appreciate everybody coming in. Okay, yep. Riley back into his own end, basically back to his own blind. He throws it back to Marner. Marner to Nylander. Nylander skates down the right wing. He chips it around the end boards. Matthews tries to chip it in, keep it. Buffalo gets it out all the way down. We're going to have icing with 2:44 left to go. Of course, the Leafs do have an empty net. They pulled the goalie early because they're down 2 goals. So that's basically the Patrick Waugh, right? Pull the goalie about 3 minutes now. So Buffalo just needs to sling it down and get a goal to pretty much ice this for him. But our main man Joe Mama said Marner is going to get that 3rd goal. So I hope he gets a prognostication. So I'd like to see that happen. No. Oh, missed it wide. But it's not icing. Buffalo got a turnover in the end zone or in the neutral zone. Sorry. Should have scored. Did not. Marner flips it around to Tavares. Tavares in the zone. He tries to backhand pass to Matthews, but it doesn't work. Bunting in the corner passes it out to Bunting. Somehow it got turned over by the good defensive play by the Sabres D-man there. I think that was Owen Power. He's got that reach. Oh, Matthews goes down in a corner. Probably could have called Skinner on a trip there, but I think they're just letting him play. Toronto is the one team I feel like they do get hosed in their own arena a lot more than. So that's going to be all the way down on the end from Buffalo. They miss. Buffalo's actually had a couple chances to put the nail in the coffin here. 1:43 left to go in the 3rd. And they have not. Oh, I see what happened there. So how Tage Thompson got the puck in the neutral zone is actually the Buffalo Sabres player went to shoot it, and Nylander knocked it down with a high stick, but the puck went to Thompson, so they didn't blow it dead because it wasn't a turnover, and then Buffalo had a chance there. So if that makes any sense at all, I'm trying to give you. So Leafs have they put Lafferty, Kerfoot, Yarncroke, Acciari. They just have to. Gustafsson and Riley. And Buffalo's going to counter with looks like Cousins, Quinn, Greenway, Labushkin, and Dahlin. And, of course, empty net. So 4 forwards for the Leafs, 2D. Probably their most offensive defenseman. I will say, Maple Leafs fans, let me know if you feel like you're missing Sandin. What I've seen from him from the Caps has been awesome. So all right. 1:43. Buffalo, like I said, has Greenway, Cousins, Quinn, Dahlin, and Labushkin. So this is probably their PK unit or best pesky buff. Pesky Buffalo. Yeah, these Buffalo Leafs games are good. I do not think Buffalo's beaten the Leafs this year, too. I think this will be their first win. Threw it all the way down again, and it's going to be icing again for the Leafs. So, again, Buffalo's had 3 legit shots to get that 5th goal to kind of nail it in the coffin. Still tons of time on the clock here for Toronto to tie it all up. Will they do it? Will they do it? Tavares wins a face-off. Marner, it's really it's kind of a Mungasso in the corner there. Matthews chips it all the way around to Nylander. Nylander throws it down at the net. Anderson had to make a kick save. That probably would have went short side, but it was low. It was on the ice. So Buffalo's got the puck. Nope. Matthews creates a turnover. Nylander. Oh, Nylander with a nasty goal. He goes oppo on Anderson, and I think Anderson was cheating a little bit to the short side. And we got a minute left, and this is not over. This is not over. Willie Nylander, man. Wow, and that's going to be assisted by Matthews. Yeah, that's going to be assisted by Matthews. That's because Matthews started. Oh, what a shot. And Dahlin was leaning on him hardcore too, man. I gotta give him credit there, man. That was a good little I mean, I think Dahlin probably could have, if he was front facing him, he let Nylander get around him a little bit. Really, you probably want to see the save from Anderson there, but wow. Whoa, Tavares chips in. Okay, I'm going to do my best, guys, here with the last bit here. 50 seconds left to go. Owen Power flips it down the ice. Tuck's got a chance. Oh, Tuck just blew an open net. I think it got blocked by Morgan Riley, though. Great defensive play by Riley. I think he jumped and kind of got his stick down there and made it work. Buffalo's kind of lackadaisical here. A little back pass. Oh, man. 20 seconds left to go. Tavares had a chance at the net there. There's Nylander again. Oh, man, it's just pandemonium. Oh, it went all the way down, but it's off a shot, so it's not going to be icing. 8 seconds to go. Riley with the stretch pass deflected. It's flecked into the corner. It's probably Buffalo 4-3. Holy crap, Sammy McKee. Sammy McKee from Real Kipper and Born Show that airs there on 590 Sportsnet Toronto. I listen to the show every day. He called the 4-3 Buffalo Sabres win. He thought that's kind of what it would be. And boy, Sammy knows his team really well. And then I think they do a post-game show so you can go in there and be like, hey, Jeremiah said you were right, man. You called the score. He won't make him feel any better, I don't think. Okay, yeah, my watch is telling me that I'm being a little too loud. I hope I wasn't too loud for you guys. I hope that came in clear and concise. No worries. Oh, wow, what a game. And the Leafs had some opportunities there at the end. Wow, that Willie Nylander goal was awesome, Rick. That was a good goal. Oh, wow. Well, cool, man. Well, it is what it is. The Leafs get caught. Buffalo keeps their playoff hopes alive. Wow, Avs, look at this Avs. If I could call the last of this Avs Montreal game, I would. It's 8-4. Montreal is, dude, I'll tell you, the thing I've seen from Montreal this year is they do not quit and they play hard. You not go in there thinking you're getting a win. So Anderson, Gurianov, and Matheson and Weidman are your goal scorers for the Montreal Canadiens. I think Comfer was the one. 2 from Lehkonen, McKinnon, Val Nichushkin probably got that 8. Nieto, Rantanen, and Bowen Byram. 3 assists from Makar tonight. Sweet. Very happy I got Lehkonen back. Got a nice game from him on this one. So, yeah, I heard McKinnon talking in the pre-interview on Sportsnet with David Amber that Lehkonen was going to get a goal for them tonight, and he got 2. So McKinnon must be a prognosticator too. Well, guys, I really appreciate it. Like I said, I'll hang out here for a few minutes and we'll chat, but I got to get some laundry and get some food in my belly. My wife is not home yet, so that's worked out really good. Throw something in the chat. I'll drop the link if you'd like to come chat about the game and your thoughts, but otherwise, Check out the many moons of post-game shows that they have for these shows where you can go talk to people that know more about hockey than I'll ever remember. But love having you guys in, and I really, 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 really appreciate it. Thank you for coming in. I think we had like 17 people in here at one point. And the Leafs had a good first period, man. They really had a good first period. Final shots on goal were 29 for the Sabres, 28 for the Leafs. Yeah, Joe Mama, thanks for coming in. Thanks, Rick. I really appreciate it. Probably like to see a little bit more Leafs more power plays. They just didn't move their feet a lot in those. I don't know what happened there. I give Buffalo credit, though. Buffalo really did a good job of kind of correcting their mistakes from the first period. And I mean, they were down 2-0, and it was looking bleak for them. And just, that, math, 0-0 in the first, as good as the Leafs played in that first period, they didn't have any goals. And so they come out early and they get a couple of quick ones in the first 5 minutes. And then, they just did nothing after that. Like that, Buffalo comes on, the Jack Quinn goal. That was pretty important goal with 5 minutes left in the second. Tuck comes right in, early in the third. Then you get the goal 6 minutes after that from Cousins. Alex Tuck nets another one. And then, it's not looking good for the Leafs. They pull the goalie, and Nylander gets a nasty one. And they had one good shot. Tavares kind of in, but Anderson was there. I don't think it would have been a really tough goal for Tavares' goal. He tried to go 5-hole, but I think Anderson read the play. It was a nice tip play, but they just really struggled to get any ozone possession after that first 25 minutes of the game. Felt like the next, half of it was really the Buffalo's, and to their credit, they're like, oh, if we don't win this, we're probably not going to make the playoffs or have zero chance. So just final went Colorado and the Habs 8-4. And I believe the puck is dropped in the Dallas Stars Seattle Kraken game, which I'll probably throw on. Anyway, guys, I really appreciate you coming out. Thank you so much. Probably going to say peace out.